So it is no secret that there was a huge amount of conspiracy theories online about the Princess of Wales's health over the recent weeks, and now security researchers believe that a Russia-based disinformation group amplified and added to the frenzy of these social media conspiracies about Princess Catherine's health. Indeed, in the days before Catherine revealed her cancer diagnosis in that video message last week, there had been a surge in online rumours and often wild claims about her health, adding to the emotional pressure on the princess and, of course, her husband Prince William. Security experts now analysing social media data say that there were hallmark signs of a coordinated campaign sharing and adding to the false claims and divisive content, criticising the Princess of Wales. The researchers say that this is consistent with the previous patterns of a Russian disinformation group. The accounts involved indeed were also spreading content opposing France's backing for Ukraine, suggesting a wider international context for the royal rumours, things like that. And even without any artificial boost, these claims had been racking up millions of views and likes, and algorithms were already promoting this social media frenzy about the royals without the intervention of networks or fake accounts. Now, the Director of Security, Crime and Intelligence Innovation Institute at Cardiff University, Martin Innes, says his researchers found systematic attempts to further intensify the wave of rumours about the princess, with royal hashtags being shared billions of times across a range of social media platforms. And the professor identified a Russian disinformation group involved in this. It's not an entity directly controlled by the Russian state, but it is linked to people who have been sanctioned recently in the United States over claims that they were part of a malign influence campaign that was used to spread fake news. He said, quote, "Their messaging around Kate appears wrapped up in their ongoing campaigns to attack France's reputation, promote the integrity of the recent Russian elections, and denigrate Ukraine as part of the wider war effort. So this is basically a disinformation campaign that promotes any of Russia's interests across the world." He says that operatives running this rumour machine would be seen in Russia as, quote, "political technologists," and their approach is to fan the online flames of an existing story, tapping into disputes and doubts that already might exist, which he says is much more of an effective approach and harder to track than them starting the misinformation from scratch. Instead, they hijack popular claims and inject more confusion and chaos, and it then becomes harder to separate the coordinated disinformation from individuals sharing conspiracies and chasing clicks. But the social media data examined by Cardiff University's team shows that there were these extreme spikes and simultaneous sharing of messages in a way that they think is consistent with a network of fake accounts being operated in a wider campaign. An expert in disinformation at King's College London also got involved in this, saying that Russian involvement in conspiracy theories is a topic agnostic, in that they don't really care about the subject. It can be anything that pushes buttons and adds to tensions within societies outside of Russia. And in doing this, they seek out quote-unquote wedge issues in an opportunistic way. Showing the scale of the challenge, TikTok says that it took down more than 180 million fake accounts in just 3 months. 180 million. Many of these accounts were spreading the Catherine conspiracy theories and were newly created in that month and fed off a so-called master account, which in this case had a name and which was a version of the master with a cascade of other fake accounts replying to and sharing messages and drawing in other users of this master account. Identical phrases such as, "Why do these big media channels want to make us believe that these are Kate and William?" referring to leaked pictures and videos of Catherine, Princess of Wales, and people are spreading rumours saying that this wasn't her, that this was a fake, actress, things like that. And these were churned out by multiple accounts, and although real people are known to have reshared the same message, this was a tactic known as copypasta. There are other clues about the accounts as well, though, which suggest a more organised network. So people basically jumped on the bandwagon, and then these masses of accounts fanned the flames and got it much more spread around. Other phrases about Catherine were shared by over 360 accounts on Twitter, and there were also new TikTok accounts created in recent days that seemed to put out nothing but royal rumours. The Cardiff researchers highlighted an overlap between the Russia-linked fake news website and these accounts, published in English, complete with a quote-unquote fact-checked logo which has a stream of bizarre stories about Catherine. And of course we saw not long ago that the UK embassies in both Russia and Ukraine had to put out warnings saying that there was fake news telling everyone that King Charles had died. They had to actually put out this warning saying, this news is fake. When it comes to saying who's responsible for these activities, it is really difficult to attribute networks of accounts to a particular group, organisation, or indeed state, but all the patterns are there that it is linked to Russia. Of course, many members of the royal family, including Prince William, have been outspoken in support of Ukraine since Russia's invasion, and of course the king as well, and these foreign influence operations aim to erode public trust in the royals, sow discord and social tensions by feeding conspiracy theories that are already there among some people. And that makes it really hard to track, but also really hard to stop. So I just thought it was important that I spoke out about this and made a quick video going over some of the disinformation. Of course, there are also rumours spreading with unusual speed, getting into the mainstream more quickly than most conspiracy theories due to these networks of accounts, reflecting how external influence was tapping into high levels of public curiosity that was there in the first place. So they manipulate the public, they use kind of exploiting things that are already there within the public, even if it's just a minority of the public, but then they blow that up so that lots more people see it. The professor at Cardiff says that engines of disinformation can be used also as a business proposition. His researchers identified the role of troll farms thought to be located in Pakistan being hired to spread messages by these Russia-linked groups. In the wake of the video about Catherine's cancer announcement, there seems to be a change in the mood online though. While committed conspiracy theorists and sleuths online continue to share evidence-free claims with no evidence that is, most social media users have now recognised the real harm caused to those at the centre of such a frenzy, and we've seen people like the pop apologists, which I covered in my previous video. They have stripped their nearly 30 or 40 part conspiracy theory series off of their account and put out this half-assed apology, but of course it was all for views. But anyway, the request for privacy from the Princess of Wales stands now, and I think it is very important that we leave her to kind of recover by herself and with the support of Prince William now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. While you're there, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for watching.